Savage Dragon 23 from October of 1995. She-Dragon versus Rapture on the cover. Looks like She-Dragon has acquired a new mohawk after her hair burned off in issue 17. And also some new power gloves. And Josh Eckhorn here has a hole in his pocket and is feeling a little testy. You get it? So my copy has a nice chunk missing out here. No biggie. So the last issue, the Fiend attacked the dragon and left him. Yeah, the Fiend jumped the dragon and then left him in this smokestack. So he's been missing apparently for a couple of weeks now. And the other police are trying to console Rapture, but it's not working. And here the freaks, left over from the Vicious Circle, are fighting over who's going to lead them now that Overlord is dead. And the Brainy Ape here says that he should be the leader. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Hitler's brain inside of this ape. So it makes sense that he'd probably have a lust for power. So She-Dragon asks this Captain Mendoza if she can join the force, the police force, and is flat out rejected again. So this poor girl is just taking L's left and right. That's a nice little cross section of the dragon in the smokestack. You can kind of just see him mangled in an unnatural manner. So he's awake, but he's hurting and he's confused and he's unable to get out. Now She-Dragon thinks that it's a good idea to show her new powers against an opponent that would impress the police so that they'll hire her. And so she asks Rapture to help her out, maybe go a few rounds. Rapture declines, but you know where this is going. And then once they start fighting, Rapture takes her out with some electricity. Leaves her laying there. Then, in a weird moment, like Peter Clapton, who is maybe the secret identity of the superhero star, he has this conversation with Rapture about a secret that she has discovered about him. And she wants something in return for keeping her mouth shut. So we'll find out what that is. You get more Dragon in the pipe with his inner monologue. And he finally manages to free himself, only to fall down to the bottom of the smokestack. So he's not doing well. Man, I love this pinup by Mike Allred. He's one of my favorites. Little madman down there. Then we see Rapture and Clapton wrapping up whatever business they just had very suspiciously. Looks like maybe something intimate was going on behind that door. But then She-Dragon attacks. Again, you know, she was humiliated by Rapture earlier in front of the police. Now she's pissed. But once Rapture gets the upper hand, manages to shock her, de-gloves her, then threatens to murder her, chokes her out, and says that no jury would convict her and they'd bounce her faster than the jury at OJ did. And she leaves the gloves with Mendoza there. Then Dragon makes his way out of his prison, but his bones have healed incorrect, and he's just like a twisted up, gnarled mess. All right, and on to the letters pages. Fanatics. Larson says that he's been neglecting to put fan art into the pages, so he wanted to include as much as he could here, including this one from Ephraim Palacios, who I think went on to become like a professional designer and illustrator. Also, so this was during the time of the Clone Saga in the Spider-Man comics. And one of these fans asked Larson how it feels to know that the Spider-Man Peter Parker clone, or that the Peter Parker Spider-Man that he worked on the entire time was actually a clone. And Larson doesn't seem to give a shit. All right, so what else we got? This advertisement is back. So this is the Eric Larson CD-ROM comic book anthology, which is like just a digital comics collection, basically. And so I'll include the link for that if you want to see what that CD-ROM looked like in the description there. And that is about it. Next up is issue 24, Gang War, part 1 of 3.